What is up, everybody, and welcome back to episode of Ford. It is freezing cold, and we are here at Louisville, Kentucky at Inge Dry Ice because we're going to be getting 205,000 miles worth of dirt and grime and everything off of the Starcraft. So you can't really see the top of it, but the bottom of it is all just dirty. And the guys over here at Inge, one, they've got this really cool freewheeling they're working on. This thing is super awesome. But two, they dry ice blast everything. So we're gonna pull in the truck, we're gonna get it up on the lift, and then we'll tell you all about what we're doing. Guys, we got it pulled in, doors closed, so that way it's not as cold. And Grant's here. What's up, buddy?
The compressor starts, it'll warm up.
There we go. So tell us a little bit about what all you guys do here.
So we specialize in dry ice cleaning, dry ice restoration. On this thing, we're about to see underneath it and see what we can do for it. But basically, it's somewhere between pressure washing and sandblasting. It's not abrasive. You can damage stuff with it, but with our machine and Bruce over there, the idea is to just clean the old gunk, any old dirt off, and then we might recoat this one also, just depending on what it looks like under there when we're done.
Well, we'll get it up and we'll show it to you guys. All right, so now we know what we're working with.
For sure.
Cake. We got all the cake.
Yeah, double caked up.
Not the good kind.
No.
So, but this is pretty normal. Like, I mean, 200,000 miles, you drive it. When would anybody go under here and clean their oil pan? Like, never. Why would you do
Nobody.
that? But that's what you're here for.
Yeah. Until now, nobody.
And Bruce, is this the worst you've seen, or
No,
not at all?
Absolutely not. No. Honestly, this thing's gonna clean up pretty good. A lot of times the gunk and that type of stuff saves them.
Yeah, the more oil you get on it, the more it actually protects it.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's cool. Well, no rust holes. That's good.
Yeah, I don't see any rot.
Yeah, the scariest thing whenever you get anything with cladding is you're like, it's probably covering all the rot.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a tiny bit right
There's
there.
a little bit, yeah. I don't. Yeah. Oop, I wouldn't pour
It always lived inside, so that's a good thing.
Yeah. It's not rotting away.
Nope.
For sure.
Not yet.
Not yet.
By the time I'm done with it. Well, we're about to get dirty, and we're going to show you guys all the processes. Guys, so he got the wheels and tires off. Bruce, what are you doing?
Getting her taped up, buddy.
A lot of people are like, why are you taping the top of it? Got to keep it all nice and clean.
That's right.
So these are the little steps that they do to make sure that you don't get anything that's already clean dirty. So big that the bag didn't fit all the way to both sides, which it's okay. I'm still driving it home, so if this gets a little dirty, we'll clean it when we get home. But as you guys see, here's a big before, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be loading the cold jet. So they use a cold jet PCS 60, and now we're going to see how you load dry ice.
Looks satisfying.
So what this is it's literally just dry ice little pellets. And there you go. So in essence, what this gets used as is like a media. So it's like sandblasting, except you're not using sand, you're just using ice. So as soon as the abrasive hits what you're touching, it starts melting, so it doesn't actually ruin anything. And obviously, you don't have to worry about wasting anything. There's no environment stuff. It's all just ice.
Recapture CO2.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
This is 3mm rice.
How's it taste?
Not good,
It'll probably burn your tongue.
no doubt. So cold, it's hot.
Yep. Yeah, so cold it's hot, for sure. I'm so excited to see this happen. Every time I look at your guys' Instagram, it's so satisfying.
Right? That's why I'm here. Satisfying stuff.
Digital screen.
This it's air pressure. This is the size of the media I'll be shooting. Just take her down a little bit, and then this is the amount, the volume per minute.
Nice. Sure, it took a while for you to figure out what you like. So you see all this dirt and grime, and that was nice and clean.
A lot of it's on roof.
That's right.
So we just recorded the podcast, so I wasn't here for when he just finished. But this looks so nice and clean. So what all are we looking at?
So basically, this is after the dry ice process. Honestly, you know, this vehicle could have done with some undercoating when it was new, because it would have protected it a lot better. But overall, it's still a solid vehicle. You can still see there's some bare metal on the frame there. And from here, what we'll do is this particular vehicle is chemically treat the rust, and then we'll coat it with a wax undercoat.
Heck yeah.
It'll give it a nice, even appearance, and shouldn't have to worry about it in the future.
It's so nice. And yeah, there's some spots that are rusty, but like, I mean, that's full blown, you know, metal. We're not rust holes. It's just starting in some areas. So I'm not really gonna worry about that just yet. But dude, up front, I mean, you could actually see the oil pan. You could see everything. It's really kind of crazy how dirty something can be.
For sure. And now it's all spread throughout the shop.
Yeah. But I'm gonna show you guys the next part of the process, and I'm so happy with this thing. It's gonna be so nice. All right, everybody. So Grant left, but look how good this turned out. So we got the whole thing undercoated. It's still drying, so wherever it looks blue, it's because when it's not dry, it's blue. But then when it's all dry, it turns black like that. So cool. So now we're all protected for all the road trips to come. And gonna let this thing dry a little bit, put the wheels back on it, and I'll pick you guys back up.